The Sisters of Holy Cross, an order of apostolic women rooted in a 175-year tradition of serving God and their community. They are teachers who have been educating for generations in New Hampshire and beyond.
Father Moreau, our founder, his goal was for us to be educators. Education of the young, education of women, education of the poor, education of whoever needed to be educated was his goal, and frankly, it has been ours as well.
This upcoming year, we're going to be celebrating the 175th anniversary of the Women of Holy Cross, of our foundation as a congregation for women. These women have been very generous, and historically, they have made an impact in the world.
Our founder always wanted to make sure that not only did we continue the mission, of Jesus on earth and bring love and compassion to the people that we work with, but that we would meet the needs of the times. And that's just affected, all the different experiences that I've had, because I was always open to whenever I was asked, I would go.
Our overall mission is education for liberation, to liberate people, to help them to become better people. So that's what we continue to do, and that's what we hope to do for the rest of our lives.
The way that I find best for me to be able to fulfill my mission as a Holy Cross sister and as an educator, I found was to strive to be my utmost to present God's presence and His love to everyone I met. And I really feel that has always been my goal. When I meet with a student, it's that student and no one else in my mind, in my thoughts, in my desire to help.
I really always wanted to teach little children. At first, I didn't want to be a nun. I wanted to get married and have kids, and I worked at the telephone company. I thought that was pretty good. But when the entrance date came, I couldn't say no. And it was here that I entered, right here at the Manor. And then from there, things just happened. My mission has been to reach children that are either neglected or handicapped, or who have a real hard time learning. It seemed to me that I could make a difference.
I went to school at St. Thomas Aquinas in Springfield, Massachusetts, and I had the Sisters of Holy Cross. And I was touched by their joy, their compassion, their love, who they were. Once I entered community, I attended Notre Dame College and took science with Sister Juliette Leblanc. I found my mission as a Sister of Holy Cross. She encouraged me to teach ecology.
Right now I'm in South America. I live in Peru, one of the mission countries that we're at, and that's not the only place we're at. We're in many other countries besides, in Haiti, Mali, Burkina Faso, Chile.
I started off as a missionary. In fact, I didn't come back to the United States right away. I was in Canada. There I worked with battered women in a residence for abused women, and then opened a residence for street kids, young girls that were homeless.
As coordinator of Justice and Environment Group, we work with some of the sisters in other parts of the congregation, all to fulfill our mission as education for liberation.
The Sisters of Holy Cross have been missionaries near and far. Their sister Claire at New Life Village in Florida, making the world a better place for abused and neglected children. Sister Pam at Pinellas Village, where she was the Director of Housing and is currently Director of Elderly Housing for Catholic Charities. And the many sisters who have worked as Directors of Religious Education and Pastoral Ministers at parishes throughout New England. For every sister, there is a story of giving of themselves and helping others selflessly.
I started off teaching young children That's what I really wanted. But I started off, you had to go where the need was and where you were sent. So they put me in second grade, first grade, and then I went on to, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth grade. Then they put me in administration. I went to higher ed. And currently, I'm the representative for the Sisters of Holy Cross at our Early Childhood Center. It's so gratifying to see that things are going so well, and the children are happy, the staff is happy, and we're, in some ways, making a major contribution like we've always done in education, but in this case, we're making another contribution for the society that, we live in.
My overall mission is education for liberation, which means that we educate to liberate people. I help them at the center by teaching them English, by helping them to become citizens, giving them things to do in the sewing room. They do alterations and they become employable. And also we give them computer skills. And no one pays anything for coming to the center. And we have 20 volunteer retired teachers who love doing this kind of work.
I think one of the things that we do well is we are working with people so that they become multiplying effect. It's not just bringing the good news to one person, but enabling that person to be able to spread it beyond. Not enabling that person with just one personal satisfaction, but being able to overflow and bring that beyond.
The faith and dedication of the sisters to creating a better world can be felt in their lasting effect on the communities they serve. One sister provided the leadership for a fundraising campaign that resulted in Holy Cross Church being built in Derry. But it's in education where the Sisters of Holy Cross have made their mark.
Well, the sisters did a great amount of work at Notre Dame College, and I also taught there for 10 years. The great work that we did was teaching the many of our teachers in New Hampshire.
If you go into the Manchester schools, you will find that practically every single school in the area, same thing in Nashua, there are teachers who have gone through our teacher education program. So we've made a major contribution in that area because of the fact that we help to sort of like train or form the teachers who now continue that legacy that we're hoping to leave to society.
There isn't a place, it seems, that I go that someone doesn't mention the Sisters of Holy Cross or the work that we've done.
We've made a difference in the lives of the people that we have touched.
Now, after years of service, the sisters are returning home to New Hampshire, to St. George Manor. The manor has been a center for the sisters dating back to 1924. Today, St. George Manor strives to serve as a center for the returning sisters, providing independent living as well as skilled nursing care for these women who have given so much of themselves.
People that live here are the Sisters of Holy Cross who've been out there as educators, elementary school teachers, social workers. They're coming back here after they've given years of service. And many of them have come back here after 80 years of service out there. They're coming here at a point where their bodies have reached a point where they can no longer physically take care of themselves, that where they need the assistance of housekeeping staff and medical staff to be able to take care of them.
Well, when the time comes, I will definitely land here. All right, because when I can, first of all, when I can no longer live completely on my own independently, this is where we're going to come. If I become ill, at one time I had a knee injury, and I ended up spending time here, sort of like for rehabilitation. If we had been able to do the construction that we were hoping to do originally, where we were going to have a section that was like sort of independent living, I'd be here. I would be here. But because that has not happened, well, we had to find alternatives. So when the time comes, you know I will most probably, unless God decides to do something different, I will end my years here.
Unfortunately, St. George Manor has not kept pace with the sisters and is in need of major repairs and upgrades to provide the safe and dignified services the women require.
To make it a safe environment, number one, because it's not safe right now. I mean, it's very old. All the electricity is not functioning properly. The plumbing is not adequate, and it's in serious need of repair. I would like the manor to be a place where the sisters could come here and experience life to the fullest. That they would have an environment that is beautiful, it's comfortable, it's warm, it's a loving place to be. It's not a place you come to die. It's a place where you come to be able to continue to live.
The Sisters of Holy Cross have always strived to make things better for the community. Through education, ministering to the infirmed, mentoring refugees in our city, taking part in their ministries in hospitals and soup kitchens. Whenever they found a need, they have been there. Now it is your turn. Please, begin to make St. George Manor a better place for our retiring sisters who have dedicated their lives to serving our community.